Hey there, so today we have another review slash talk about a homebrew. So about how long ago did we start?
I think we brewed this about a month ago.
About a month ago, Will and I, we brewed a beer. And this is an attempt at a New England, it was an original attempt at a New England style IPA slash pale.
Yeah, New England-ish. I mean,
Yeah.
homebrewing, at least where I am in the experience.
Yes, so we brewed on Will's system.
Yeah, I'm a little bit play it by ear, make adjustments the day of. So I do my best to lock in recipes, but I think we were while we were doing the boil, we just pounded out the hop additions like while we were while we were mashing. We were just like going through that and making it up as we went along. But
Post the recipe below, but for simple basics, we actually calculate IPA, like almost double IPA at 7.6%. 7.6%.
Though I don't know how accurate my
exact science and measurements.
My measuring device gets at those lower gravities, but it did. I mean, we used London 3 yeast.
Yes, London Ale 3 yeast,
which should attenuate out into like the 1.013 range.
Mm-hmm.
This one finished out around 1.008.
Yeah.
So way lower than I think you would expect for that yeast. I don't know if it's my measurement error or
it's homebrew. It's measurements.
Who
We
knows,
can't get
right?
everything perfect. If you don't already know, that is an ale yeast strain that is a lot of the New England brewers or home brewers use. We use a whole different bunch of hops. The schedule is different, but it's a good amount of it. I mean, just going through them all, it's Warrior, Galaxy, Motueka, Citra,
and Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So combination of those hops, all pale malt Maris Otter.
Yep, 12 pounds, I think.
Yep, and we did a 5-gallon batch.
Yes.
And we're finally there. So we're digging the beer. This is out of a swing top that we carved in here.
Yeah, I don't have a kegging system, unfortunately, so we were kind of discussing the merits of that when it comes to oxygen. And this beer, not that anyone follows me on Instagram, but when I posted a picture from bottling day, it had that super
It is still
sick-
very nice. Like, we have a lot of sun coming in, and it's a
Yeah.
really nice looking beer.
It was lighter, though. It was much lighter.
It comes like a deep gold color and just really nice. Full on haze. Like, you can't see a single thing through it.
Right.
Important things that there's lots of carbonate, the good amount of carbonation, a proper amount of carbonation. Sometimes with homebrews, you can't really hit the targets.
Yeah.
It's sometimes flat. There's no head. Like, it really, we got that. So that's
We're
very
shooting
attractive.
for around 2.2 volumes, which I thought maybe on the lower side, but more appropriate for the style.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. If you guys don't already know, probably around 2.4, 2.5 is maybe around your ale.
You're just average ale.
Average ale kind of range of amount of CO2 in the solution. So yeah, let's get the aroma.
Really citrusy.
Yeah, I get some citrus. There's been, is it earthy character?
I get a note that I get a lot in the homebrews that I make.
Yeah.
At least that's like a stone fruity kind of note. I'm not really certain where it comes from because I get it in a lot of the different styles. Well, not the stouts, but
Yeah, there's a little bit of a bready sweetness from the Maris Otter. There is a nice kind of beautiful malt character there.
it's the smell is appealing, but it's not big.
Yeah, it's not a big.
It's not big like
we didn't go crazy
IPA
on the
or
dry
something.
hopping, right? Like it's single dry hop.
Single dry hop and but yes, it doesn't pop out of the glass like another half.
Yeah,
or
but it has a fresh orangey kind of aroma.
When
to
you
it.
really dig in there, you're like, oh, there's definitely some flavors in
Yeah.
here.
So, yeah,
All right,
cheers.
let's give it a taste,
yeah,
man.
let's give it a taste. So yeah, again, carbonation is nice, really nice and smooth and creamy. And I love that creaminess now. I'm tasting it more. It has a little bit more of this kind of like follows the nose with a lot of orange.
Yeah.
I'm getting tons of orange.
A lot of orange.
And it even dries out on orange, so like this drying quality on the back end like reminds me of a little bit of like orange peel and pith coming through as well. But yeah, it almost has this like Julius quality of like orange creamsicle kind of thing. Like
Yeah, I did want it to be more of a hybrid with some bitterness in there.
Yeah.
So that's why we put the Warrior in as a bittering hop instead of just doing like anyone who's a home brewer, you see a lot of these recipes where they tell you don't even put any bittering hops in if you're trying to make an IPA.
yeah, don't
especially
even put any
style, like,
any hot side. We put in hops at 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, or even just on the whirlpool and dry hop. And
Yeah.
so we decided, or at least I kind of maybe unilaterally decided, like let's get some bitterness in here to kind of balance it out.
Yeah, there is some bitterness. Yeah, and there's just a really nice kind of citrusy, tangerine-y kind of flavor. It doesn't have much of a middle fat malty kind of
No.
quality to it. It's really dry and has a little bitterness, but it's
I think that's the over attenuation though, because imagine if it finished a few points higher, like you would get more of a sweetness.
Yeah, you want a round. I would argue you'd want a rounder product ideally. This one really cuts a bit, dry. Yeah, but it's nice. I mean,
if it had finished around 7%, this could be really good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really nice beer. Yeah, it's pretty much two style, like it tastes familiar, right?
Yeah.
We've had beers that sort of taste like this.
It's definitely the best IPA I've brewed.
Yeah.
And they're challenging on the homebrewer level.
Listen, I've had worse. I mean, I've had worse beers that I've reviewed on the channel that are professionally.
Such a nice compliment.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, what would you give this? Like, if you're giving this in an other half can, or not other half can,
in a regular can,
and you don't know what brewery it is.
It's tough because I feel like the swing in canned beers, like commercial beers, is so big, right? Like I've gotten beers in trade, like throw-ins and stuff that have been drain pours. And like if I got this, I wouldn't drain pour it. I would be like, this is a nice throw-in beer, a nice extra.
And it's a familiar beer. Like, like this is cool. Yeah. Like someone's trying to New England style. Like,
if I was rating it on like the actual scale, I would definitely put it in like the BB plus range. If I was rating it on the homebrew scale, I would be a little more generous. Because you even in the brews that you've reviewed on your channel, like you get a lot of problems in there, a lot of off flavors, and maybe the only thing affecting this is a little bit of oxidation. Sure. That's adding to the bitterness on the finish, but it tastes pretty clean overall.
Yeah. I agree with you. B.
Yeah.
B minus if I wanted to be a little bit more critical. If we had the ABV spot on, I would, have a little bit more guess at what it exactly is.
That would have really improved it.
And the aromatics weren't like fantastic, so that's another hit. So maybe like a B minus. B minus might be. But yeah, it's good.
Hey,
it's good. I mean, yeah, I'm
it's homebrewing. It's one step at a time,
Like, hey, if you can get a homebrew at BB minus, and like that's pretty fantastic, So I think that's a huge plus. Or instead of just a simple like pour down the drain, don't raid kind of thing that
and I've had
a lot of times
of
we do that. So if you guys want more details, some pictures about the homebrew, this is like, I don't know what you guys want, so I'll post a recipe at least, and then if you have any questions, if you want me to post more about it, post in the comments below. Until next time, cheers, later.